I'm standing outside and the air is so fresh and so crisp. Can I just take a moment to say thank you Hashem for the moment. Shabbat is coming, and this week we read the Torah portion of Parshat Toldot. What pops out immediately in this week's Parsha is a story of Yitzchak and Rivka having their twin baby boys, Yaakov and Esav. Esav is described as a wild man of the fields. He was a hunter. Yaakov would sit in his tent and study the Torah. The Parsha also talks about Yitzchak's travels. Yitzchak travels here, Yitzchak travels there. He's digging wells, he's planting. One of the verses describes how Yitzchak sows the land and he reaps 100-fold. Rashi describes how it was a difficult year and the land was difficult, and nevertheless, God blessed his efforts with 100-fold success, 100 times more than should have naturally been achieved. The Torah's verses are a lesson for us, and Yitzchak had that 100-fold success. He opened up the channel of blessing, he sowed the land, and God poured the blessing forth with us too. When we need something, we just need to open the channel of blessing, and God will pour it forth. Specifically, we get to experience that when living in the land of Israel during the Shemitah year. During that 7th year, when the land must rest, God promises that during the 6th year, I will give you enough for the 6th and the 7th and the year after, for 3 years worth. We also experience that with Shabbat. God says the amount that you spend for Shabbat is not calculated into the designated amount that you are going to make that year, into the amount that has been designated between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And we also experience that with the education of our children by providing them a Jewish education. Jewish education could be expensive. And God says that what you spend on your child's Jewish education is not factored in to the amount that you will ultimately make. God determines how much money you'll make between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And on top of that, gives whatever is necessary for your child's Jewish education. And with tzedakah, with charity as well. God says give charity and you'll see so much more blessings coming from it. There's another area where we sow just a little bit, and what comes from what we've put in is so much more than we could have ever imagined. And that is sharing spiritually, sharing our Judaism with other Jewish friends. And I'm so inspired because over these past few days, 2 things happened that I'm just in awe of. There's a wonderful young adult in our community who recently moved, and he noticed that his neighbors were Jewish. On his own, with his own initiative, he requested a Shabbat party subscription to deliver to this family each week, to bring the joy of Shabbat to the kids and to the family as a whole. And just 2 days ago, another friend reached out to me to see how she can help one of her friends learn more about our Sunday Fun Day program that gives kids opportunity to learn about their Jewish identity and have Jewish pride. I'm so excited to see how these stories will develop, and I will not be surprised to see the blessings 100 times over. Have a wonderful, peaceful, and restful Shabbat. Good Shabbos.